Hey everyone, my name's David Stevens and I'm an educational solar energy consultant for Valor Roof and Solar. When I'm talking to homeowners in Denver, I hear this all the time. I've done the math and the numbers don't add up, or it's going to take me 20 years to see a return on my investment, or solar just doesn't make sense economically. Typically when I'm working with a homeowner and they say this, they're thinking it because they got a quote in the past that didn't make sense, they were considering a leased solar system, or they simply weren't thinking about everything that should be considered. So the solar system is a relatively new industry here in the US, and it's constantly evolving. Just because you got a quote in the past that didn't make sense doesn't mean that it never will. Right now, the technology has evolved enough that the overall cost to produce energy have come down dramatically. And the government is also helping out big time right now in 2023 by paying for 30% of the cost of a residential solar system. The financing options have also improved a lot, and there are now really great options to help you install and pay for a system without spending a penny up front. Because of these three reasons, it's a really good idea to take another look at solar in 2023, even if you've had a proposal in the past. Personally, as someone with asthma, I'm less concerned about the numbers than most people. For me, going solar means getting cleaner air, and I wish everyone would go ahead and do it. But if you're more of a numbers person and you're thinking about installing solar panels, let me break it down for you. I'm going to give this to you in a few short lessons over the next few days. For now, though, I'm going to give you the highlights and the main areas that you need to think about when considering the return on your solar investment. So the first one is that you're immediately going to lower your electric bills. For most people going solar in 2023, you'll take out a loan to finance the cost of the system and installation, and you'll pay that off gradually over the next 25 years. Doing this will allow you to create terms so that your monthly payment is a little lower than what your current average monthly electric bill is right now, even with interest. So from day one, your monthly bills will go down when you switch over to solar. Now this may seem daunting, but guess what? You're already locked into a 25-year agreement with your power company right now. It's actually worse than that, so let's talk about how these savings actually increase over time. So the second point is the amount of money that you save on your monthly bills will increase over time. If you live in Denver, that means you probably rely on Xcel Energy for your power. You have no control over this, and until now, no other options, because Xcel is a monopoly that completely controls the power market here in Denver. Xcel is a publicly traded company, XEL, on the NASDAQ, which means their primary mission is to generate profits for their shareholders, and they have consistently raised their rates by about 17% every year since buying the public company back in 2000. Now, the 25-year loan may seem a lot, but you're currently paying a never-ending bill with Xcel, and it doubles every 5 years due to inflation. So taking out a 25-year loan to finance a solar system with lower payments than what you're paying right now will actually mean that you're going to save immediately, and those savings will grow a lot as inflation grows. Now the third part is that the energy costs will go down over time. The sun produces energy practically for free when you have solar. So once you have the system paid off, those payments go away altogether, and you never pay for another electric bill. Now the fourth point that I want to talk about is the rebates that you're going to get back from the government. Right now in 2023, the federal government's paying for 30% of the cost of your residential solar system, and the city of Denver also has other rebates up to $4,000 if you have a water heat pump, as well as other rebates that are available depending on the type of system you install. The fifth point is that installing solar will actually increase the value of your house. So think about it this way. If you're buying a new house, do you want to buy a house that comes with an electric bill, or do you want to buy a house that doesn't have an electric bill? Most people would much rather buy a house knowing that their monthly bills are not going to be all that expensive. And because of this, according to the National Renewable Energy Lab, each kilowatt of power your system's capable of producing is worth about $6,000, but the average cost to install that system is only about $4,000, which means immediately you get back a $2,000 return on your investment, which will also grow with inflation over time. Zillow says that homes with solar sell for about 20% faster, so that's even better. And then finally, the sixth point that I want to make about a return on your investment is the benefits that this will do for the environment. Going solar will reduce your greenhouse gas emissions and help fight climate change. So it's good for both your wallet and the planet. There's no telling really what the overall return is when it comes to the environment. Currently, we produce energy by burning coal. It's super wasteful, it's really dirty, it's highly inefficient, and who knows what this is actually costing us, because as we breathe in all those chemicals over time, it causes asthma, it causes emphysema, it causes lung cancer. I don't even want to get into all of the costs that are potentially being caused from the dirty energy that we're using right now. So switching over to solar will definitely help in this area. So remember, in the coming days, I'm going to continue to elaborate on each one of these points, but for now, it should be fairly easy to see that going solar should have both immediate and long-term returns on your investment. Immediately, you should have a lower monthly electric bill. As inflation causes energy prices to grow, your savings will grow too. And finally, that bill will go away completely once you pay off your solar system, and you'll have free electricity indefinitely. You'll also get a really big tax refund next year, which you can use to pay off your finance solar system or your higher price credit cards, which can make your savings even larger. Furthermore, if and when you sell your house, that house is going to be more valuable than comparable homes without solar, and it's going to sell a lot faster. Finally, the good that you're doing for the environment will be enjoyed by your kids and grandkids for years to come, and for me, that is priceless.